we're going to talk about a grammar topic. This time we will explain about contractions. So I want you to pay attention, listen and observe. You don't need a pencil, you don't need eraser or something else, so take everything away and concentrate yourself. Pay attention. Let's start. For contractions, we need two elements. The first element is the subject. The element number 2 is a verb to be. As subject, we can use different words. For example, she, he, I, and some more like we, they, or you. You know these words already. Think about the subjects that you can use. She, he, I, we, they, and you. You can also use a name of a person, but in this case, we're going to use a pronoun. Now, the second element that you need is the verb to be. In the verb to be, you need 3 words. It can be is, it can be am, and it can be are. Contractions is putting together or joining 2 words. In this case, subject and the verb to be. We need to know what is the correct verb to be for each subject or for each pronoun. For example, pay attention. I'm going to have a subject. In this case, my subject is going to be she. Now think, what is the verb to be that I have to use? She is, she are, or she am. Think about it. She is, she are, or she am. I know you know the answer. We will join she with is. When we match she with is, we have our contraction. It will be she's. It's very important for you to remember that you have to use this sign, is the apostrophe. It is used in all the contractions to know that you have 2 words. Let's make another example. The next example, to make a contraction, it is going to be with I. If I have I, what is the verb to be that I have to use? Remember that we have 3 options. Am, is, or are. I corresponds to am, is, or are. The answer is I am. When we put together I and am, the answer or our contraction is going to be I am. This is the answer. Let's make an example with are. Do you remember a subject that we can join with are? For example, they, they are. When we join them and put together they and are, our contraction is going to be there. This is the answer. Our new contraction when we put together they and are, it's there. We will make two examples. We have to join and match the corresponding verb to be with the subject. In this case, in the number 1, we have we and are. What is the contraction that we will form? If we join we and are, our contraction is going to be we're. In the number 2, we need to join it and is. In this case, we will match them. We will join it with is. So our contraction is going to be it's. And it's very important for you that in both cases we have the apostrophe. So I will circle it for you to take in account. We're and it's. Now let's start with negative contractions. Negative contractions. Okay? So for this we will need 3 elements. The subject, that we use it already, the verb to be, that is, are or am, and the word not. That is going to be our negative part. Okay, so let's make the first example. For negative contraction, we use a subject. For example, she. Now the next element is going to be the verb to be. She is, she are, or she am. Okay, so we will need she is. She is not. To form the negative contraction, now we need to join the word that is the verb to be and the word not. The subject is going to be the same. For example, if we join it's and not, it's going to be isn't. And the verb in the subject is going to be the same. She isn't. Remember that we are practicing negative contractions. So now we're going to make an example with are. The subject that I will use this time is they. For they, as a verb to be, I'm going to use are. They are. And this is the first element, the second element, and the third element, it will be not. So, now I need to join are and not. They is going to remain the same, and are and not They are going to get together and it will be aren't. So our contraction is will be they aren't. To finish our examples with negative contractions, I'm going to write a special case. So I want you to pay attention. This time our subject is going to be I. The verb to be for I, it is am. So until here I have I am. The third element is going to be not. This time we will not join the verb to be with the word not. This time not will be and will remain the same. And the contraction is going to be like a positive one. We will join I and am. So the answer in the negative contraction will be I am not. And this is the answer. Pay attention because this is a special case. We will not join am and not. We will join I and am. To finish, I'm going to show you a summary of some contractions. In this side, I have the positive contractions or the normals, and in the other side, I have the negative contractions. So let's see. I am in negative is I am not. She is in negative is she isn't. There in negative is they aren't. So when you have is, the negative is isn't. And when you have are, the negative is aren't. This is all for now. So I hope you like it. And this is the information about contractions. If you have any doubt or question, you can contact your teacher. Bye!